different, as we kind of pointed out in the pregame. First of all, Sebastian Mora in between FC. Under James Chambers, it hasn't been the best of seasons for the defending champions, but still a pretty strong lineup. And Holly, this is an interesting matchup because the lineups are so very different from the regular season in the USL Championship.
Yeah, I think, it's a good opportunity for some of these kids that don't necessarily get the start, get a lot of playing time, really to show themselves and show what they can add to the team and really hopefully get themselves in a position to actually play in games coming up in the regular season.
Locomotive.
Force a little bit of pressure more in the midfield and up top.
Wonderful to have a League Cup, which involves both Championship and League One teams, the professional divisions of the United Soccer Leagues.
That's a great ball.
That bounces around, overplayed by Carter, but nowhere to go for Akeem Ward. Good work by the Honduran to clear that out. Isaiah Foster back with it. Locomotive able to take it away.
Oh, here's a great opportunity.
Tumi Moshobane. Moshobane cutting in, drives one. Kind of a slow-moving shot, easily handled by Christian Herrera.
Maybe would have had a better shot on goal. As you see, kind of slowed down. It almost...
You know a little bit about that. All-time leading goal scorer for the UTEP Miners.
Yeah, you get me in the box. I'm a ball hog.
As we pointed out in the Jägermeister Cup, this is not a league match game or league match. This is the Jägermeister Cup. And so if the teams are tied after 90 minutes, it's straight to the penalty spot. Texoma FC out of League One did such a great job handling Locomotive's prolific offense. Really packing in the back made it impossible for Locomotive to get anything going on. The head coach of Switchbacks FC, James Chambers, defending USL Cup champions.
Here's a good opportunity Hanya for the Switchbacks. Great shot.
Drive is wide to the left. Marco Micaletto, the former New Mexico United man.
Yeah, you see him get that little bit of space, and he's going to go and... Yeah, there's no excuses, right? Like, you're in control of your effort. You're in control of how hard you work. And despite what your coach does, formations, whatever it is, at the end of the day, like, it's up to you.
It's good work by Rodriguez to sidestep the pressure. Keep possession for Locomotive. Trying another long switch. That's a great headed ball. In space, the shot wide up and over. Chapo Vazquez got loose in the wing. Sprung by an excellent header from Carter.
Great flick. And again, he did the right thing. He took his touch in, put him in a position to get a shot on goal. Just unfortunately went high.
Got up underneath it. That's got to be one of the hardest things to do, though, when you get in that circumstance and you know you have to put one squarely on frame just to keep a little bit over the ball, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you have runners coming in, and I mean,
native of Ireland, played all through the British Isles in his professional career.
A lot of players on both sides of the field have actually had great international playing experience.
Indeed. Of course, Wilmer Cabrera, notably a wing for his national team, Colombia. Huerman, what's it ripping? Absolutely tattoos it. The Frenchman, Quenzi Huerman, drills that shot. You knew that was what he was looking for, parallel to the 18-yard box. and lets loose an absolute beauty to give the Switchbacks the lead here in the 33rd minute.
Just a rocket.
They've had a couple of those opportunities, Micaletto notably. Locomotive Academy players starting to show up from time to time in the first team roster. And that is the final kick of the first half.
By just continuing to play these long balls over the top, they got to find a little bit more creative of an attack.
Locomotive with first touches as we're underway for half number 2.
Love his demeanor, quiet, calm.
But he has found something to chew on tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That is dangerous. Hops up on Alfaro, but does well with it. Trying to get something restarted to Moshobane, or started up that left wing side to no avail. But Locomotive with a throw. Chapo Vazquez. Over the head of Hanya. And Alfaro, who won an MLS Cup with Seattle Sounders in the late 2010s.
Not too bad.
Pretty well. That one will bounce nicely for Lopez. Chips the keeper, but it's over the bar. He did what he could. It was bouncing up on him.
Just a little too much. So close.
Beautifully done out of the back. That is really a number of minutes of this game.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough ball. That was at his head. I think like he felt like the only thing he could do is kind of try to flick it over the keeper. If he could have brought it down, he could have just dribbled around the keeper. But I mean, that was a really tough. I mean, he probably surprised himself and didn't think he was on sides. Kind of was unexpectedly getting that ball, and unfortunately, it bounced so high that that's kind of all he had to do. He just had to put a little less on it.
Hard to take steam off, and again, he did have to. Diaz to the far post and wide. Out. And that is that. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on the back of